The truth of this world. What could it be?
Hallöchen, Freunde. Ja, wie geht's euch so? Ich hoffe doch gut, ne?
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Naja, egal. Wir fangen jetzt einfach an, ne? Wir spielen heute Legendenauftrag von Wriothesley, weil ja eigentlich habe ich irgendwie so geplant, das so mehr in Videos zu machen, aber wir wissen ja, wie es in der Zeit mit den Videos aussieht. Also original, ich bin ehrlich, ich habe seit 2 Wochen, glaube ich, ein Video. Ich hab's auch endlich, ich wollt's letzte Woche Sonntag? Vorletzte Woche Sonntag? Keine Ahnung, irgendwie so, wollte ich das eigentlich hochgeladen. Ich habe sogar mittlerweile geschnitten, aber ich habe es mir immer noch nicht gemacht. Hehe, ups. Tut mir leid. Egal. Also ich meine, wann war jetzt das Stream? Irgendwann im Oktober logischerweise. Wann war also nicht so lang. Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Egal, wir machen uns jetzt auf den Weg. Warte, ich weiß schon, wo ich muss, aber. Also eigentlich hatte ich jetzt vor, da über den, naja, offiziellen Weg hinzugehen. Aber ich habe das Befürchtung, wenn ich dann überhaupt drin bin, weiß ich sowieso nicht, wo ich lang laufen muss. Darum teleportieren wir uns jetzt einfach rein. Warum kompliziert machen, wenn es auch einfach geht? Oh. Also, keine Ahnung, ob wir überhaupt noch mal schon, aber ich habe das Sonne gedreht. Ich drehe wieder auf. Bisschen.
We once thought the fortress of Meripede would be super scary, but looking back on it, it really wasn't that bad at all.
Nee, war eigentlich voll lustig da unten.
You've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many people don't even want to leave.
Ja, und ich glaube, genau das wollte er erreichen. Könnte sein, ja.
Oh, you mean Wriothesley? He's definitely a pretty impressive leader. Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a conversation or two with him.
Ja, ich habe auch gedacht, dass er mehr so Hau drauf, aber das mit dem Fakt einfach, dass es so ein Teetrinker ist, hat mich so richtig überrascht. Ich hatte so richtig mitgenommen.
Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Do they also get the same guy we do, or is he a lot harsher with the bad guys?
Naja, er muss schon ein paar Tricks haben, um diesen Ort hier zu führen, meinst du
Yeah,
nicht?
he must be doing something right to maintain order here, while not making everything feel super oppressive.
Excuse me, did I hear someone there? Could you please do me a favor?
What?
Huh? Paimon could have sworn she just heard something.
Ja, ich auch. Mir auch.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could you do me a favor, please?
Ist da jemand in der Kiste oder so drin?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But Paimon doesn't see anyone.
Mach mal die Kiste auf.
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much. I'm over here, inside this big box.
You're inside the box? Oh, no wonder Paimon didn't see anything. Well, come on, traveler, let's go take a look. why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have been stuck for days.
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Ist das der Kleine muss jetzt?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that to you?
Du bist so von jungen gemobbt. Das ist eine nette Frage.
No, it was nothing quite that serious. I'd just like some help finding my hat.
Aha, ein Barett ist also irgendeine Art von Hut, ne? Aber ich habe mich gerade gefragt, was es ist. Ich würde mal irgendwie denken können, irgendwie zu französischen Mode oder irgendwie sowas. Damit kenne ich mich nicht aus.
Just your hat? But then, why can't you look for a
Vielleicht sollten wir ihn nicht mal einfach mal rauslassen?
Wait, Paimon gets it. Something must have happened to your hair.
Komm, lass ihm etwas Würde, Paimon.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets it now.
Mhm.
No wonder why you had to hide inside the box. You just need your hat, right? We'll get it back to you right away. What kind of hat was it?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but never mind. Please just help me find my hat.
Ja, okay.
It's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a brim. Nothing fancy.
Okay.
I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It was getting a bit hot, so I took it off and had a quick nap. But when I came to, it was gone. It's really important to me, so your help would mean the world. I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, we'll
Okay.
be back in no time.
Wiedergeburt im Land der Beschwerden. Okay. Der Typ ist strange.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought.
Das wäre jetzt nice, wenn es im Wasser schwimmt.
Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
Ach komm, das ist zu groß. Lass einfach sein.
That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there.
Ein Ding, Paimon. Ich zahle nur den Hut.
How did you know what Paimon was thinking?
Ach, wie lange reise ich jetzt schon mit dir rum? 2 Jahre? Bald 3 Jahre? Ich weiß, wie du tickst.
Oh, this is bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays.
Nein.
Either way, let's go check it out first.
Yes. Okay. Ich interessiere gerade wirklich, wie so ein Barett aussieht. Sollen wir googeln? Nee, dann sieht mein so voll aus, denn der ist teilweise echt peinlich. Google ich später alleine.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop.
Ah.
Now, just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread.
Und ein fliegender weißer Lebkuchen. Wunderbare Beschreibung.
Well, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
Stimmt, aber Travel ist ja unser Emergency Food, ne? Warum kann man keinen Lebkuchen als Notfallnahrung haben? So, warum nicht?
No. Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
Doch, eigentlich schon.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede.
Was? Das sind die Insel Aeneas gewesen. Keine Ahnung.
We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way
so.
down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
Das ist seinetwegen.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery.
Ja.
After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke.
Aha.
And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself.
Na, das war auch nicht schlecht.
I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
Hat er irgendwie eine Männerung oder
No
so?
problem. Anything else?
Nee. Glaub nicht, oder?
Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Aha.
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more or coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
Okay.
Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
Nein, ist in Ordnung.
It's alright, 2 will do.
Ich hätte niemals gedacht, dass du gratis Geschenke ablehnen würdest, Paimon.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimonology later. That poor guy must still be waiting for us.
Über die Paimonologie. Was ist denn das jetzt wieder für ein Wort?
We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
Ja, wenn es die Gelegenheit ergibt, ja.
It's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews. We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
Hoffen wir das doch mal. Das ist beides auf der gleichen Ebene, ne? Yes. Aber das mit den Ebenen macht mich immer noch fertig, weil dann bin ich immer, weil dann suche ich Sachen und dann stelle ich irgendwann fest, dass ich auf der falschen Ebene bin.
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair.
Wo ist dann das... Sehr
I
schön.
mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
Was dann?
Wait, this isn't my hat.
Nein?
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
Ja, tut uns leid.
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
Okay.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Wo kommt der denn auf einmal her?
Oh, hey, Wriothesley. It's been a while.
Die ist spawnen einfach alle immer irgendwo. Ne, wir sind im Videogame. Logisch, wenn echte Menschen irgendwo spawnen, das ist komisch.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Ja.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again, You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
Okay.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat?
Keine Ahnung.
Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Also ich glaube, man ist jetzt nicht hier unten, weil man jetzt was richtig gemacht hat. Oh mein Gott, Paimon.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky.
Okay.
The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person.
True. True.
What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
Was ist denn diese Barettgesellschaft?
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones.
Ja, wunderbar.
The Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the coupon cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
Na komm, lass doch
All
gehen.
right, then, please follow me.
Ah, ja, danke schön. Wobei, zu der Kantine schaffe ich es, glaube ich, mittlerweile sogar selber.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare
Ja.
super deluxe welfare
Was
meals
zum
today.
Teufel? Was? Ja, ich sag nichts.
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Alles gut.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes.
No. Okay, sorry. Ist wahrscheinlich gerade Ton weggegangen, weil mein Headset wieder gespackt hat. Und genau in dem Moment, wenn ich irgendwie keinen Ton mehr in mein Headset habe, geht auch ganz generell für Ausnahmen der Ton weg. Oder? Habt ihr noch Ton gehabt? Ich weiß nicht so genau. Egal. Ich hoffe einfach mal, ihr habt was gehört und das fiebt jetzt nicht komisch. Wenn es fiebt, dann müsst ihr das sofort schreiben.
If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
Yes, didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
2 bottles coming right up.
Ach Mann, Fabian.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat.
Das stimmt, ja. Ja, also eigentlich, ja, das war schon so. Wir war gerade beschäftigt oder wir haben dann irgendwie über anderes Zeug gesprochen, aber eigentlich schon, ja.
I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Ach, wir waren schon mehr als in Fontaine. Wir können ja auch was zu Mel oder Monster oder Leo oder Summe erzählen. Ist alles bei?
Whoa, that'd be quite the long story.
Naja, wir haben halt mit unserer Reise auch versucht, mehr über Fontaine zu erfahren, auf jeden Fall.
I see. Certainly that'd fit your title as the Traveler.
Ja.
Seeing everything for yourself, recording everything to the best of your ability, and making lots of friends along the way. I'm sure that by the end of your journey you'll possess an unmatched amount of perspectives and opportunities.
Das kann schon gut sein, ja.
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us. That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy.
Okay.
Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Naja, schon ein bisschen. Warum erzählst du denn nicht einfach mal was über dich?
So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself.
Ja, fang einfach mal mit den Basics an. Kommst du her? Was? Keine Ahnung. Wie bist du hier gelandet oder so? Ich weiß nicht.
I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings.
Ah. Und warum?
Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top.
Ah.
So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
Ja.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Ja, würde ich eigentlich auch gern.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress.
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
Ah, ja, wunderbar.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly.
Oh.
Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine everything carefully.
Ah.
Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Ah.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks,
Hä?
yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem.
Was wollen die denn mit Mora hier unten?
Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
Worauf willst du hinaus?
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
But that's just insane profit. Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
Und was willst du sein?
Paimon will be your vault keeper.
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of more,
Naja, nicht unbedingt.
Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead?
Was ist los?
There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Gib mal her, ich will auch mal.
I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
Mein Körper ist ein wenig anders als der anderen Menschen. Mal schauen, ob das bei mir das gleiche ist.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
Oh nein, was haben wir gerade gesehen? Der Bruder ist verschwunden. Die Statue. Das mit dem zerbrochenen Spiegel. Gottes Willen.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also
Ja.
saw something, right?
Ja, wie ihr gesagt
I'll take
habt.
this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
Then, actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
Weise Entscheidung.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents. Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then. I can introduce you, and we can also continue our conversation while we're at it.
Ja, warum nicht?
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
Naja, das glaube ich nicht. Man hat manchmal weniger zu tun, oder nicht?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
Das stimmt. Das sagt er was. Der hat uns hier komplett durchgeführt und keine Ahnung wie viel. Warte mal, was machst du hier? Was ist deine Arbeit? Oh Gott, okay, der Blick war jetzt geil. Oh, der Blick war jetzt nicht schlecht, das war ja wunderbar. Ich liebe diesen Blick.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival. Are these your two guests?
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources.
Wow.
Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences. Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Wriothesley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application.
Ja, so, ja,
I'm
gut.
sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ah, there's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
Ah ja.
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
Ja, okay. Okay, mit der Beschreibung kann ich was anfangen. Dankeschön. Dankeschön für die Übersetzung. Ist das unser Aus für den Typen da?
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Na, dieses Treffen schon von Anfang an geplant?
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Wriothesley?
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key.
Ja, das wäre ein Ding. Wagt es uns einfach, uns zu unterschätzen.
Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Okay.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Well, we're already here, aren't we?
Ja, lass doch einfach mal gucken.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Der ist echt gut darin, Fragen zu umgeben, hm? Rätselbücher. Boah, das wäre so ein Platz für mich, ey. Kostenlose Bücher, so viel ist lang, wie ich will. Tagebücher? Oh. Wunder.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves.
Oh, ihr schreibt selber Bücher?
Yeah. Most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization. Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera.
Wow.
We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Ah,
Vielleicht
because
auch.
you all have a lot more free time now.
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live.
Na, das kann ich irgendwer.
With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
So this is something like a safe space.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
Don't
Ja,
worry,
sicher.
we will.
Aha, ich habe gerade, was ist Auslet? Das ist der Typ da. Okay.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Klingt ein bisschen wie eine Melusine-Reiseführerin, hm?
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members.
Ja.
I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more.
Oh, warum
Besides
nicht?
this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room.
Alter, wie groß ist dieses Ding? Ich glaube, wir können wirklich bloß einen Bruchteil irgendwie besuchen.
These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too?
Ja,
You also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria.
sicher, weil, also, es übertreibt man nicht.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His grace.
Ja, aber das... Ich glaube, das macht er schon ganz gut, meinst du nicht? Irgendwie, also, macht einen guten Eindruck, wie er es macht.
We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
Wow, er hat echt an alles denkt.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dugier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Ja, das glaube ich ist wirklich eine der besten Entscheidungen, die du machen kannst. Also ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob das noch irgendjemand aufgefallen ist, aber es sind irgendwie immer 3 Leute. Wenn du mit irgendjemandem reden musst, sind es eigentlich immer 3 Leute. Mindestens. Oder eigentlich sind es immer nur 3, ja. Mehr kaum, aber weniger.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hi?
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this?
Hä?
Ha!
What? Was geht hier ab?
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
Aha.
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world. Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day. Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Wriothesley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
You.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Not schlecht hier.
Yeah, you're right. By themselves, our resources
Aber sehr
probably don't feel
oberflächlich.
like much.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
Ihm ist es erlaubt zu kämpfen, aber uns nicht. Was soll denn das?
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Oh, I almost never need them.
Normalerweise? Auch gut. Oh, wer ist da denn?
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too?
Ist was?
What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
Oh. Okay.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later.
Okay.
After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
Ja, waren über dich im Boxraum.
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order.
Ja.
Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Du bist doch ein Idiot. Wow.
Isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Okay.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
Nein, mach das besser nicht. Fass das nicht an!
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if this.
Die haben doch was zu tun damit, so wie die jetzt geguckt haben. Ach, das sind safe. Die sind safe nur irgendwie so quasi so. Ja, eine Deckung. Irgendwas planen die. Und haben dann hier das schöne Dings aufgebaut, damit niemand Verdacht schöpft. Ich weiß schon, um was es geht. Also nein, ich weiß nicht, um was es geht, aber ich habe eine Idee, was ihr anstellt.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Aber ihr könnt mir nicht erzählen, dass Wriothesley das noch nicht rausgekriegt hat. Oder Wriothesley wird er eigentlich genannt, aber ich sag die ganze Wriothesley. Wriothesley! Merkt ihr das? Wriothesley. Der hat das safe schon rausgekriegt. Ich meine, der hat den kompletten Plan der Fatui durchschaut von dem Moment, als sie das Fort Maripol betreten haben. Also wird er das auf safe aufwissen. Ich bin enttäuscht von dir, wenn du das noch nicht rausgefunden hast. Das ist doch klar, dass dir irgendwas ist da. Und er spielt wieder nur auf nett, ne? So wie es in der Story auch gemacht hat. Er hat die Fatui einfach nicht machen lassen in der Hoffnung, dass sie seine Arbeit für ihn erledigen und Child finden, ne? Der macht doch safe jetzt wieder irgendwie sowas. Der Typ ist nicht doof. 100%ig nicht.
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Ach ja, haben wir?
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
Hier gibt es einen offiziellen Ausgang? Okay.
Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Dankeschön.
And same to you.
Warte mal. Der hat doch gerade mit Absicht den Stein da auf den Boden geschmissen. Der ist doch niemals so tollpatschig. For real nicht. Der hat das gerade mit... Ich wette, er hat das wahrscheinlich mit Absicht gemacht, damit wir auch checken, dass was falsch ist. Da an dem Ding irgendwie. Der will uns jetzt wahrscheinlich in irgendeinen Plan mit eindingsen. Weil eigentlich haben wir ja nichts vor. Also, Alter, warum... Wenn es um Videospiele geht, finde ich mich immer so schlau, aber sonst bin ich eigentlich so ein dummer Mensch, ey. Warum verstehe ich nur sowas?
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day.
Ja,
Why
ist
did
ja doch
you
nicht...
lie to him?
Ja, ja.
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Ja, ja. Ich sag doch, dass du das gemerkt hättest. Das hat mich enttäuscht, wenn es nicht gemerkt hätte.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
Ja, irgendwie schwer in Worte zu fassen, aber an dem Ort stimmt was nicht.
As expected, you also picked up on it.
Ja.
The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events.
Ach ja?
I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
You've completely lost Paimon.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident.
Okay.
If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should already have left. And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
Okay. Nehmen wir dich soweit erstmal beim Wort, hm?
I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity.
Alles klar.
Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Okay. Was haben wir denn verloren? Haben wir... Keine Ahnung. Auch irgendeinen Stein verloren? Keine Ahnung. Ziehen einfach irgendwas aus unserer Tasche und sagen, wir haben das hier vergessen.
It's just as Wriothesley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
Ja, ich bin mir auch nicht sicher. Versuchen wir es mal.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
Oh, okay.
Hat jemand zufällig eine Glasflasche gesehen?
Nobody?
Ungefähr so groß wie meine Hand. Ist eine Gewürzpulver drin.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of more or anything. We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Nö. Sieht aus, als hätten sie alle Angst vor irgendwas. Schon, ne?
We can look around for it, yeah?
Die sind alle so eingeschüchtert.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
Was zum Teufel macht ihn Angst?
Hey, hello?
Hello? How can I help you?
Kannst du vielleicht noch irgendwas erzählen, wenn wir gerade hier sind?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Mhm.
Hey, big guy.
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
Was ist los? Wo ist deine Energie hin?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right?
Doch, Palmen irgendwie schon.
You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Okay, Paimon sees
Okay.
what I meant now.
Ja? Stimmt
Seems
was
like
nicht.
they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Ja, wie nett, dass er da einfach rumsteht, wie es hätte überhaupt nichts zu tun. Der Leiter vom Gefängnis steht einfach mitten in der Mitte und hat nichts zu tun. Auch schön.
Oh, you're back. How are things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
Die sahen alle sehr verängstigt aus.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Ja, der Typ, der sich in der Kiste versteckte.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started it all was...
Ja, klar.
It was you all along!
Ja, ich sag so, der Typ ist nicht blöd. Der ist schon komisch schlau. Also, wir haben keinen... Eigentlich gibt es keinen Genshin-Charakter, also von den Main-Charakteren so quasi, die wirklich dumm sind. Aber der ist echt schon ungewöhnlich intelligent. Also jetzt nehmen wir mal die ganzen Leute raus, die schon 500, 2000 Jahre alt sind oder so und die halbe Weltgeschichte selbst gesehen haben, aber so... Also von den normalen Menschen ist das schon... Der hat überall Augen und Ohren. Das
It's
ist
because I
gruselig.
wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
Wie lange untersuchst du das jetzt schon?
Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody?
Weil er dann ja nicht rauskriegt, was abgeht.
Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show.
Hmm. Okay.
Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
So wie er sich verhält, ist ja quasi sowas wie so eine Vorbildfunktion. Verstehst
Yeah,
du?
you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured out some way to control the members of his society. And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Was ist ein Motiv?
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Alles klar.
Hey, don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
So sind sie doch alle! Lasst uns einfach mit... 18 Uhr, ne? Lass uns alle einfach immer mit unseren Fragen so stehen und sagen. Ich erkläre es später.
It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation.
So, mal schauen, ob
Paimon
ich
has
jetzt
no
den Weg
idea
da drauf
what that
finde.
guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Da geht's drauf. Ja, wunderbar, ich hab's gefunden. Können wir echt so einfach in sein Büro watscheln? Stört niemanden? Ja, aber gut, warum nicht? Guten Abend. Wir sind wieder da.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Jetzt ist es unfassbar. Der redet immer so viel unnötiges Zeug, wenn es Wichtigeres zu besprechen, wie zum Beispiel seinen komischen Tee in der Story-Quest. Ich fand das so geil, ganz ehrlich. Oh mein Gott, das ist ein Riesendrama und er redet über seinen Tee.
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Ja.
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
Weil, naja, weil sie sind ja, sie steht schon im Knast, sie haben nichts zu verlieren. Es sei denn, sie haben... Es sei denn, er hat es doch geschafft, sie zu erpressen, vielleicht mit Familie auf der Oberfläche oder irgendwie sowas, oder? Keine Ahnung.
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Sie glauben, dass er in deinem Auftrag handelt?
Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
Ja, wunderbar.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Wenn du das so sagst.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. he would have never brought the matter up on his own.
Oops.
But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. Most likely set his internal alarms off all at once. Yes, that's the conclusion I drew. If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth, and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem. Satisfied with the results. Discovered as part of our investigation of the society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo. There was no time, quite a lot to explain. So I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society. Would you be willing to lend me your support? Matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the house. I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Okay. Ich hoffe, Ton ist back, sorry. Mein Headset spackt wieder. Es tut mir leid. Ich hoffe einfach, dass ich irgendwann mal was qualitativ hochwertigeres ich mir leisten kann. Ich hoffe wirklich. Das ist anstrengend immer. Alles klar. Ja, okay. Wir warten jetzt einfach, im Ernst? Da ist nicht mal eine Platte drauf. Das wäre sehr witzig. Neben Tisch sitzt, das ist ja toll. Ist jetzt immer irgendwie so da, als würde ich beten.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
Ich kenne mich auch nicht, oder? Du warst nicht
I
da.
apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
Kennen wir uns?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you.
Okay.
Every secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in
Wie hat denn
such
der
a
sich jetzt
hurry.
reingeschlichen? Das ist doch so laut hier, alles ist alles Metall.
Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avisa's mental state has been rather
Sorry, dude.
unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Ja.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
Like we'd believe you.
Hab schon viele Menschen wie dich gesehen.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Dankeschön.
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasol. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
Der benutzt... Ich kann nicht genau sagen, aber wie gesagt, der Stern hat ja irgendwie so nicht so tolle Erinnerungen wachgerufen. Irgendwie nutzt er diese Macht.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Komm schon. Dir kann nichts passieren, okay?
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anything.
Warum hältst du nicht endlich mal den Mund? Niemand hat mit dir geredet, du Aff.
It's all right, Avise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Wunderbar.
I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
Das ist unglaublich. Was hat der Typ gegen den in der Hand?
But why?
In that case, Avise and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
Miss Avise, please show me your head. That is an order.
Oh. Just do it.
There's There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my
Ja.
words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head.
Sei doch lieber still!
The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Wo ist die Schleife hin? Was ist mit der Schleife? Der hat gerade eine Schleife gehabt.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad. We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient.
Da schlägt die irgendwas mit der Schleife.
The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
Also, wir werden das nicht länger durchgehen lassen, aber das größte Problem ist gerade irgendwie...
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all
Ja,
of their
was ist mit der
secrets.
Schleife? Irgendwie macht mich diese Schleife jetzt gerade irgendwie so... Ich weiß nicht.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Oh, nein.
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong
Da
with the
liegt
hats
doch diese
themselves.
Schleife. Irgendwas ist doch safe mit der Schleife.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avis feel the need to remove her hat?
Wegen der Schleife.
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence.
Aber... Weiß nicht so genau. Ja, ich sag's doch. Die Haarspange. Schleife.
I have an idea, but...
Ja, ich auch.
What is it? Tell Paimon about it.
Erwiesen haben ihren Barett noch ab nicht, um ihren Kopf zu zeigen, sondern um ihre Haarspangen zu entfernen.
You mean this thing?
Ja.
So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look.
Ja, guck mal an. Ich habe für eine Sekunde... Aha.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Für eine Sekunde habe ich geglaubt, das ist irgendwie quasi ein Fehler. Aber solche Fehler, glaube ich, passieren ganz schön wirklich nicht. Wir haben ein paar Bugs, aber nicht so, also quasi sowas wie mit einem Filmfilm als Fehler zu vergleichen und sowas. Aber komm, wenn sowas in einem Game passiert, dann weiß ich wirklich nicht. Huh. Ha? Was ist das wohl sein können? Huh. Nein, keine Ahnung.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem. And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
Im das Gewiss ist eine Art
You've
Flüssigkeit.
probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity.
Ja, sicher.
With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Also mit dieser Flüssigkeit in diesem
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
Oh nein, um Gottes Willen, Hilfe.
The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Okay, dann, hab, Bewegung.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh. Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
Der Dornstein auf dem Kopf? Warum haben sie den doch nicht rausgezogen?
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dugier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas too.
Gotcha. Die Zeitungen scheinen veraltet zu sein, aber sie sehen brandneu aus. Schön, dass sie kaum jemand durchblättert. Bei näherer Betrachtung sind sogar die Falten nahezu identisch. Die scheinen nicht durch natürliches Lesen entstanden zu sein.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this.
Was ist los?
This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. Its contents are exactly the same as this book on the shelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up.
Die Bücher dienen also auch nur zur Show. Man sieht die Auswahl nicht mehr so aus, als würden sie regelmäßig aktualisiert werden.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh.
Okay. Was hast du gefunden? Really?
Look at what I found.
Eine Kiste. Das ist...
This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place.
Ja, ich kann so
So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members.
Kein Wunder, dass sie so eine Angst hatten.
Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, then perhaps it's better to do less, or to not do anything at all. Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Ich kann Gedanken lesen.
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake. The lime scale, the layers of dust, they were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
Oh.
They're gone? That could only mean...
Die Berechtigungsgesellschaft große Anstrengung unternommen, einen gefälschten Treffpunkt zu bauen. Ihr eigentlicher Stützpunkt liegt woanders.
Indeed. As long as he allowed society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dugier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think.
Er sollte sich doch hier auskennen. Gibt es hier irgendeinen Ort, der nicht mal patrouilliert wird?
Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dugier's pocket.
Ah. Gut, dann werden wir diesen Typen erstmal finden müssen.
I'm of the same mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
Gut. Zum Produktionstrakt? Und naja, dann muss ich jetzt wieder den Weg nach unten finden. Ja, da.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dugier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dugier probably converted them into his headquarters. We should be on the right track. Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
Gut. Na, wir haben es aber eilig. Ja, doch, gerade schon.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some society members too!
After them!
It's Wriothesley! Run!
Du kommst mir nicht. Wie wir den nachspazieren. Achso. Wir gehen wieder zurück, ich dachte gerade schon.
Did Dugier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
But Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen him pass through a large drainage pipe.
Das ist vernünftig, was er gerade tut,
Guards,
okay?
take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we find out what Dugier's really after.
Auf jeden Fall. Ja, hier geht's in den unteren Teil vom Produktionstrakt, ne? Früher war ich das so verwirrt immer. Zwei Aufzüge, die nach unten führen, aber sie führen nicht in die gleiche Etage. Und es steht auch nicht dabei. Ja, wunderbar. Blablabla, ich habe es hier so genuschelt. Wer hat das wohl verstanden? Hä? Dann spielt das hier doch noch eine Rolle. Also, quetschen wir uns da durch das Loch durch, oder wie schaut's aus?
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well.
Tja, musst du wohl ein paar Leute kündigen.
Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
Okay. Ah. Sogar Mecha? Wow.
Let's begin. Squall and fury.
My apologies.
Have a safe trip. Don't run away now.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dugier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission.
What?
5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water.
Was? Naja, aber wenn sie sonst irgendwie nicht mal in Zellen auftauchen, dann werden die doch bestimmt noch nicht zu der Cafeteria großartig kommen.
I see. So it's much as I expected.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however. And so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dugier's slaves.
Das hat sie überhaupt nicht als Menschen behandelt.
Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Wie sie guckt. Ja, aber es stimmt, ja.
Is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress.
True.
The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime.
Ja. Ich muss sagen, er schaut schon sehr böse, aber zu Recht. Kann ich das nochmal selber lesen? Oh. Hängekristallisiert. Ich gelobe nicht, noch einmal davon zu laufen. Ich gelobe nur zu den erlaubten Zeiten zu sprechen. Ich gelobe, während des gesamten Verlaufs der Zurechtsweisung bei Bewusstsein zu bleiben. Was? Oh, das hört sich an wie so ein Strafschreiben. Weiß ich, sowas so wie in der Schule. Du musst jetzt, keine Ahnung, so oft diesen Satz schreiben. Was man eigentlich tatsächlich gar nicht mehr als Strafe benutzen darf. Hat mein Bruder mal erzählt. Aber naja, macht trotzdem jeder lernen. Egal. Ich gelobe sämtliche von... Oh Gott, wie spricht man seinen Nachnamen? Ach, ich weiß nicht mehr. Erlassene Befehle entschlossen zu befolgen. Ich gelobe, alle Handlungen meiner Truppenmitglieder zu melden, die die Einheit des Trupps beeinträchtigen könnten. Ich gelobe, dass ich bei einem Verstoß gegen dieses Gelübde freiwillige Strafen der 4. Stufe oder höher akzeptieren werde. Gott, wie viele Stufen hat er denn? Der gesamte Text wurde von Hand geschrieben, das Papier ist zerknittert und die Schrift krakelegt. Dies lässt den Schluss zu, dass er unter extremen Schmerzen verfasst wurde. Statt einer Unterschrift findet sich ein Fingerabdruck darauf, doch wenn man sich den Abdruck genau ansieht, wird erkennbar, dass dafür keine sanfte Farbe wie die Stempeltinte verwendet wurde. Das ist doch krank. Oh, warum leuchtet der so rot? Ach, ich glaube, das hat... Da kannst du... Okay, da kannst du... Ich dachte, man kann da irgendwie tauchen oder so. Na, stimmt, das habe ich gesehen. Das ist irgendwie... Ich weiß nicht genau, was das von ihm ist, aber ich habe schon mal... gesehen. Egal. Gehört zu ihm. Ist normal. Ich glaube, das ist auch irgendwas, wenn du Ulf benutzt hast oder irgendwie sowas. Aber in dem Fall könnte es einfach... benutzt, um einfach seine Wut zum Ausdruck zu bringen. Ich weiß es nicht. Sie haben es sich irgendwann auch angefangen, ich weiß nicht wann genau, eben auch ihre Warteanimationen so in ihre Gespräche reinzudingsen. Wie geht es gerade mit dem Fuchtel mit den Handschellen? Das war ja auch so eine Warteanimation.
If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked. Rather than confront Dugier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible.
Okay.
You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Very complicated at all.
front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Looks like there's a mechanism that's gotten stuck. It won't turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do?
Do me a favor and take it off. Melazines like to play pranks sometimes. Should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. UGA's probably moved them elsewhere already.
But still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response. I guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward. I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here. Let's go back. We have unfit that mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
To spit upon our rule. Remember their names. Basson and Abyss. They betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Abyss. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't stop until you pushed all of it in. Find a way to endure. Oh, shut your wretched mouth! Wicked I to speak. My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Wriothesley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, starving as you wolf down your cake.
You starve back all high and mighty like some hero of justice. Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all individual monsters destroying something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved.
when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it all you need?
Wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen these currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies are limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the garden medicine in this place. Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like. Moment of birth. The wind rises. Fear can control everything. Well then, terrify me.
Don't Hyrule me! Last time you got treated like one!
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I warned you! All the round punishment and torture are prohibited here! As the Duke, you should set the example!
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood?
tröstet sie und entschuldigt sich persönlich. Oh, du bist so ein Engel! Wriothesley ist ein Engel! Schön. Okay. Ich habe gerade festgestellt, dass es... Oh, okay. Ist wieder alles in Ordnung, weil ich habe gerade festgestellt, dass es zwischendurch gerauscht hat. Sorry, ich hoffe, allen euren Ohren geht's gut. Ich krieg das immer nicht mit dem Headset, wenn es so rauscht. Okay, egal. Ich lese nochmal vor. Ihr habt es wahrscheinlich alle schon gelesen. Ich lese trotzdem nochmal. Die hergesperrten Mitglieder der Berettgesellschaft wurden von den Wachen gerettet. Also, Wriothesley verbringt viel Zeit mit dem Mitglied Tröstet und entschuldigt sich persönlich. Ja, also, dass ich gesagt habe, dass es in Englisch ist, hat man noch gehört, habe ich gerade gemerkt. Aber es ist unfassbar. Oh mein Gott, der Typ ist so süß. Ich weiß nicht, ob man es vorhin noch gehört hat, darum sage ich jetzt einfach nochmal. Aber es ist halt so... Er ist der eigentlich super netter Kerl, aber man darf sich nicht mit ihm anlegen, weil dann spielst du mit der falschen Person. Anschließend organisierte die medizinischen Nachsorge- und Aufräumarbeiten wunderbar. Und organisiert, dass die alle jetzt erstmal was Ordentliches zu essen kriegen. Ja? Sind ja alle halb im Verhungern gewesen. Die armen Kinder. An diesem Punkt ist die Angelegenheit der Berettgesellschaft nun vorerst zu Ende. Ah.
Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
Alles gut.
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day.
Stimmt.
I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress.
Okay. Zumindest gelang es uns, zu stoppen, bevor es noch schlimmer wurde.
Yeah, it's the least that we could do.
Ja. Psychischen Schaden, den können sie eigentlich nur selber reparieren. Da kann niemand einem so wirklich helfen.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea.
Oh ja? Sprich?
For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Ah, ja wunderbar!
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way.
Oh, das ist auch nicht schlecht.
He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishment. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Das ist eine gute Idee. Ich schätze, das kann man nur im Fortnite-Episode sehen, hm?
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh.
Natürlich kann er
Looks
das.
like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon.
Oh nein! Mach's ihn traurig.
Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
Oh ja, da bin ich dabei.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
Ah, da bist du wieder dabei, ne? 2 Tagen 11 bis 13 Uhr. Zählt das jetzt schon in 2 Tagen? Schon, ne?
Squall and fury.
Ach, Quatsch.
Too slow.
Oh, was steht da denn alles auf dem Tisch?
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind her for sure.
Du klärst die Sonne, als hätte ich dich hungern lassen oder so. Ja, und genauso tut mein Hund auch immer. Tut immer so, als hätte er 2 Tage nichts zu essen gekriegt oder so. Ich glaube, das ist so ein typisches Ding für Hunde.
That's not what Paimon meant at all. Wriothesley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
Hmm? I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too.
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns.
Oh ja, um Gott, na, zum Glück.
Which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
Okay. Hört sich gut an.
You sure got everything taken care of, Wriothesley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory.
Ich habe eigentlich eine Frage.
Please, go ahead.
Ich will wissen, was ich erinnert habe. Was hat dich so erschreckt beim Juwel?
That's a bit of a long story.
Aber ich will wissen.
I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child.
No?
I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
Oh?
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of.
Ach du, what the fuck? Und du? Bist verkauft oder entsorgt worden? So wie er sich so... Wenn ihr das so unangenehm ist, würde ich eher auf Zweiteres tippen.
Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles.
Deine Wut lag also auch daran, dass du auch so behandelt worden bist?
Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did. So in the end, I killed them.
Oh.
And set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Das ist immer so ein Ding. Solche Zwickmühlen im Rechtssystem. Er hat ja eigentlich nichts Schlechtes gemacht. Er hat Kinder befreit, die quasi gequält worden sind oder so, aber auf verbotene Art und Weise. Das ist was. Ich finde, ja klar, du hast jemanden getötet, aber ich finde, für sowas sollte man nicht bestrafen. Echt nicht. Das ist so ein Ding. Rechtssystem. Das ist schwierige Sache. Okay, jedenfalls, du bist hier verbannt worden und dann hast du dich hier hochgearbeitet. Hm? Auch nicht schlecht. Und jetzt hast du trotzdem so eine Situation quasi nochmal erlebt, so mehr oder weniger.
My methods were extreme, yes.
Aber gerecht, oder nicht? Also, ich hätte dich dafür nicht eingesperrt, 100%ig nicht.
But I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
Ich weiß jetzt auch nicht, was ich sagen sollte. Ja, gemischte Gefühle, da sagst du was, aber... Ja.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it. The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Ja.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, Avis.
Oh, it's Avis and Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Ach, das ist wunderschön zu hören.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
Oh? Ist das die Hochzeit, von der die ganze Zeit gesprochen wird? Der Artikel geht gerade rum, dass im 4. Obwohl, nee, es geht um... Okay, vergiss. Weil es geht gerade wieder rum, dass um... Ich weiß nicht, ob das stimmt tatsächlich. In Version 4.2 es eine Hochzeit gibt mit 2 spielbaren Charakteren, aber die 2 sind ja nicht spielbar. Ich möchte einen zweiten Akt haben und die Hochzeit sehen.
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into Dugier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dugier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
Yeah! You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Ja! Du bist klasse!
We can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. So now, it'd be too hard to leave. And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Tevat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
Ich möchte den zweiten Akt und die Hochzeit sehen! Ach, wie schön dieses Ende war jetzt unfassbar schön. Ich muss sagen, der ganze Akt war eigentlich sehr, sehr grausam. Aber das Ende war jetzt wunderschön. Das Ende war jetzt wunderschön.
Relax.
Ah, wie schön, wie schön, wie schön. Aber wie gesagt, ich möchte den zweiten Akt und die Hochzeit sehen. Ich werde böse, wenn ich das nicht... war es nicht schon noch irgendwas, wozu ich unbedingt einen zweiten Akt haben wollte? Ich glaube, aber ich weiß schon immer, was war. Egal. Hä? Doch, zu irgendwas wollte ich noch einen zweiten Akt haben, aber ich hab's vergessen, zu was war. Ich glaube, zu Chagler, glaube ich, habe ich gesagt, wollte ich einen zweiten Akt haben oder so. Egal. Hier brauche ich auch einen. Ich möchte diese Hochzeit sehen. Oh mein Gott, also das Ende war jetzt schon überraschend, aber auch schön. Also so ein kleiner, ich würde sagen, ein bisschen als Entschädigung für das, dass das alles so herzlos und grausam war. Wie kann man nur so sein? Das ist ja unfassbar. Aber weißt du, was mich gerade sehr traurig macht, ist, dass es solche Menschen wirklich gibt. Natürlich nicht unter den Methoden, die angewendet worden sind. Also ich hoffe, dass es so einen Stein nicht in echt gibt. Aber es gibt's halt wirklich. Und das ist übelst sad.
Relax.
Das ist übelst traurig. Aber gut, hier in diesem Fall hat Wriothesley natürlich alles geklärt, so in seinem Zuhause. Also man kann so sagen, hier er ist ja der Papa von dem Haus hier so irgendwie, ne? Kümmert sich um alles, dass Recht und Ordnung hat und dass es jedem gut geht. Das ist wunderschön. Es ist wirklich schön. Also Wriothesley, er ist ein cooler Dude. Wie gesagt, ich möchte ihn never ever als meinen Feind haben. Aber ich würde ihn auf jeden Fall als meinen Freund nehmen. Aber gut. Wir sind gar nicht so weit drüber hinaus, wie ich sonst normalerweise streame. Also, ich habe ja schon gesagt, so Legendenaufträge gehen immer so um die 2 Stunden. Kommt natürlich auch wieder darauf an, wie viel ich dazwischen laber und so. Wie viele Probleme es mit meinem Herz gibt. Wie das dann noch gezogen wird. Ja, sorry, wie gesagt, ich check das immer nicht, wenn es zwischendurch rauscht. Ich habe gecheckt, einmal es hat gerauscht. Ich hoffe, das war nicht zu schlimm für eure Ohren. Hat nicht zu lange angedauert. Ich bin jetzt aber davon ausgegangen, dass ich relativ früh gehört habe. Also, es tut mir leid. Wie gesagt, das ist schlimm. Ich kann nicht mal eine Warnung reinballern, dass ihr jetzt irgendwie eure Kopfhörer rausnimmt oder so. Ich habe es auch nicht genau gehört, wie laut es war. Es tut mir leid. Es tut mir wirklich leid. Ich habe einfach scheiß Equipment. I'm sorry. Aber gut, egal. Wir haben jetzt hier einen Legendenauftrag. Wir haben noch 3, glaube ich, von Linny, Nivelette und noch von Yuminia, den zweiten Akt. Ich weiß gar nicht, haben wir den ersten Akt überhaupt zusammengespielt? Doch, haben wir. Erster Akt war ja schon Emizuma. Emizuma habe ich schon alles mitgenommen. Ja, also ich hoffe einfach mal, es hat euch gefallen. Ich sag sorry für mein Headset. Ich hoffe, niemand ist zu irgendwelchen Schäden gekommen. Ja, und dann sind wir beim nächsten Mal. Wann auch immer das sein mag. Ich habe actually keine Ahnung, wenn wir uns das nächste Mal wiedersehen. So macht es mir wohl. Es ist halt so heute Samstag. Ich habe morgen noch einen Tag, wo ich vielleicht streame. Ich weiß noch nicht. Und dann habe ich wieder Schule. Ich habe jetzt diese Woche Ferien gehabt und for real. Es war so schlimm. Ich habe gelernt. Ich habe auch übelst Primus gefarmt wie noch was, weil ich habe Wriothesley immer noch nicht und ich habe nicht mehr viel Zeit, aber ich habe eigentlich sonst auch nur krass viel gelernt. Das ist schrecklich. Schrecklich ist das. Egal. Also wenn wir irgendwie da mal einen Stream haben, wo ich die Zeit lang nicht weiß, was ich tun soll, ich werde wieder übelst Lästerstunde über meine Schule abgeben, weil ich habe so viel, wo ich drüber lästern könnte und ich habe gehört, ihr mögt das, wenn ich über meine Schule läster. Okay. Ja, dann haben wir jetzt wieder schön über die Zeit gequatscht, noch schön Zeit geschindet und, ja, ihr habt einen wunderschönen Abend und, wie gesagt, wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder, wann auch immer das sein mag.